host, Teash, and today we have Paige from KC Cocktail joining us. And I'm going to try to grab her. I know that I had some difficulty before. I'm going to see if she can connect. For some reason, Instagram does not like to let me be great when I'm trying to do my interviews. And so I see Paige now. So we are going to grab Miss Paige, which I'm so excited. Paige. And Paige has a Kansas City mobile bartending experience that you guys have to get in on. So bear with me. She is joining us. I'm so excited, you guys. I'm so excited. She has such a business that you guys would want to get in on if you're in the Kansas City area. I'm not sure if she travels or not, but she's amazing at what she does, and you guys should check out her page, KC Cocktail Company, and see what she has to offer. If you have any events coming up and you are local in the area, then I'm sure she would have no problem servicing your event. All right, Paige. So I've accepted you and invited you in. Where are you, girl? Hey, Key. So she sent me an invite and I accepted, and now nothing. This is, y'all know what? I'm going to tell y'all. I can't keep doing Instagram. I can't.
Hello,
Hi, Paige.
hello.
Oh, my God.
I'm not technologically savvy.
That's okay. You're here now because I've been trying, and I was like, you guys have got to get in on this conversation with me and Paige because she is amazing. So I spoke very highly of your business. So yes, honey, you look
Uh,
cute as usual.
yeah, I gotta represent the pink.
Of course you do because that's my favorite color, and obviously it might be yours as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
So
but
super
try on
cute.
this for sure, no doubt.
Yes.
Well, good morning to you, and you also look beautiful. You look so fresh.
Thank you. You know what? I was so tired. I said, you know what? Paige told me 8:30. We're doing it at 8:30, and I was trying my butt off. So I had to come out and come back in. I was like, she's worth it, so I'm gonna keep
Oh,
trying.
you're so sweet, and really, it's probably just because I've never done it on Instagram before, so I was just ignorant to it. So now I know, and now moving forward, I'll figure it out.
It is all good, honey. So first and foremost, I want to let the people know how we met. So I believe you had like and correct me if I'm wrong because it's been a minute now. It was more like a giveaway or a nomination or something like that. And apparently I was nominated for some special drinks from Miss Page, and she brought them all the way to my job. And she gave me the greatest hug because I had just lost my mother at the time, and this month will be 8 months. And she asked if she could give me a hug, and I was like, "What?" And the hug felt so inviting and warm, and I really appreciated her. And I was following ever since. I was like, you know what? This is my friend now. She don't even know it. She has no
I do.
idea.
Yeah, I have been told that on multiple occasions that I give really good hugs, and I really try to be genuine behind them and let people know it comes from a good place.
Well, I appreciated that hug, honey, because I needed it that day. I still have my down days, obviously, because once you lose your mother, those days never change.
Oh,
Um, so on a higher note, honey, because I want to highlight you so much because your business is thriving and it's amazing. So as I said, you've been doing some amazing things within your business. So what is the inspiration behind your business? What motivated you to get started?
yeah, absolutely. So Casey Cocktail Company, I have some other concepts as well, but Casey Cocktail Company started about 2.5 years ago. And I spent most of my life in the food and beverage industry. Got out for a little bit, did something else for a while, but anybody that's been in food and beverage, you kind of know it's in your blood and you just get drawn back into it.
Hmm.
But I really enjoy hosting parties. But one of my downfalls of hosting a is that I always want to make sure everybody's happy. Does everybody have a drink? Does everybody have food?
Hmm.
And so I don't ever really get to the time to immerse myself in my own party because I'm so concerned about making sure everybody is happy or content. So my value statement is to make my hosts look like superstars and to actually allow them to enjoy the party. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. So that
So So I saw that you guys are now able to do these really big parties, like of is it 300 people?
Oh no, the last event we did, there was about 3,000. Now I didn't
Oh
serve
my
I
God.
didn't serve all 3,000 people by
Okay,
any means.
right.
Every single person came up and got a drink, but just going to show people that we can do anything. Tonight I have a party for 20 people,
Okay.
and all the way up to the largest party. The first time I did a really big party, I was a little nervous, and this is obviously I was only 3 months in when I got a 600-person event, and I
Yikes.
panicked. I didn't sleep. I was so stressed out. After it was over, I was like, I don't know why I was stressed out about it, because I do parties for 100 all the time, so it's just 6 times that party, right? And then
Yeah,
now set up each time, so now it doesn't stress me out anymore. I'm like, I got this, and I have such a great team too.
of course. I mean, me personally, if I was trying to host a lot of people, it would have been a mess because my anxiety would have went through the roof. Like, it's too many people in here. Oh my God, what if nothing goes right? What if we run out of something? What if the inventory count was wrong? Girl, I'd be freaking out for real.
You
But
do
you
it,
work well.
yeah, you do it long enough, then obviously you're just in a position to where you start learning, and just every single time I get wiser.
Okay. I like that. I like that. You are human after all. So,
I make lots of mistakes.
absolutely. So, what events have you catered to? I know that we've talked about weddings. I have seen this spread that you do. I don't know if that's you doing it or if it's the event space where you can put the cocktails on the
Oh,
wall.
oh yeah. So we've got different. We have a martini wall. We have two different champagne walls. I also have a tap trailer, a tap trike. So you can
Oh
be
my
kind
God.
of doing some add-ons at your parties or your weddings or anything like that. I mean, a lot of times you see those at weddings, but I have a corporate event that's hiring me for a holiday party with the champagne wall. So it can be really whatever.
That's going to be cute. So, I'm sure you have to use a ladder to put all those up.
No, they're just. I mean, they're high and they're not so high
Yeah.
that tallest one I can still reach. I mean, I had it built that way
Okay.
on purpose.
Yeah, that makes sense. I just like on camera, you really don't know how high it is, but I thought that was genius because one, it's a good look for your event, and two, it's a good look for your event. When I first saw that, I was like, oh my God, I've never seen anything like that. So I'm gonna have to book you for something
Well,
because that wall is
well, it
gorgeous.
makes it interactive too, and I think
Yeah.
that's what a lot of people are looking for today in their events. They really don't just want the same old, if you will. Like for instance, I own Casey Scoop Coop, which is the mobile ice cream, and people
Ooh.
love it because they can come up, they can pick their ice cream, they can pick their toppings and their sauces. So we do a lot of weddings. Don't get me wrong, I love cake. I will always love cake.
Right.
Um, Instead of just going to grab a piece of cake, you're gonna have an experience and it's super cute. So I think that's what people are looking for these days.
They really are. I didn't know that you had an ice cream situation. That sounds really cute too. Like if you're doing a birthday party for your kids or something like that, because all kids love ice cream. So just to be able to walk up and do what you want to do, have it set up your way, that's awesome. I like
Girl,
it.
I've got ice cream. I have a mobile snack bar business, and I just started a mobile coffee business last month.
Look at you. I didn't know. Do you have pages for all those things?
Yeah,
Because I'll follow all of them.
yeah. The ice cream is KC Scoop Coop. Uh,
Ooh.
Snack bar is the Snickety Snack Bar. And then the coffee, mobile coffee business is Coffee. I'm in love.
Oh my God, Paige, you doing a lot of stuff. I didn't even know that. I thought that you just did KC Cocktail Company, but you really have a wide array of services that you provide to the world, and I love it,
You. I appreciate you so
girl.
much.
So for those that are on here or will be listening or watching this show later, make sure that you follow each of those pages and give her some business because she's amazing. I'm telling you, y'all got to check her out. So you specialize in a wide variety of cocktails. Which ones are considered some customer favorites?
Oh, well, I say I'll kind of give you some spring and summer favorites and then some fall and winter favorites. So spring and summer, I've got lavender lemonade, which is amazing. We make it with fresh lavender. We have a strawlicious is what I call it, but it has a strawberry basil simple syrup, lime juice, and orange juice, and we serve that one with tequila.
Ooh,
And then we have this one's, it sounds really odd, but people love it. And you can do it with gin or vodka, but it has Earl Grey tea with lavender simple syrup and lemon juice. And I know it sounds a little bit odd, but people go crazy over it in gin or vodka.
it does
Um,
not sound bad because tea with Teash needs a good old tea cocktail, so I might have to try that.
I'll have to bring you samples so you can do your
Yes.
tea with.
Yes, honey. Make sure you bring one through, and you are welcome to come to wherever I'm at. That sounds good. I've never tried Earl Grey tea, but I see it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what is the taste of it?
I don't, I mean, it's hard
Yeah.
to describe. You really have to. What's really funny about it is whenever we serve it at events, and people get to choose, or they'll do events where I choose, and they come up and they're like, I don't know if that sounds good. And I said, just try it, and they try it, and they kind of take their glass and they kind of walk away, and they come back. Oh my God, it's so good.
Yes, I need something like that for my teacup. As you can see, I have my teacup with me today,
Oh,
so
it's
that
too.
would have been on the spot.
Yeah, and then
Yes.
my most popular fall and winter cocktails are apple pie cocktail,
Whew.
which Lewisburg apple cider, lemon juice, and then a spiced simple syrup that I make with star anise, cloves, and cinnamon. And you can do that with crown apple or with vodka, either one. It has a little bit of a vanilla liqueur.
Oh
And
my
then
God.
we have I call it a Christmas margarita, but it can be, it doesn't have to be Christmas per se. It's just
Yeah.
red, but it's got a rosemary simple syrup, cranberry juice, triple second lime juice, and it's amazing too.
That's, you know what? I'm sold. I'm gonna have to try all those things because that's what I wanted to know. I wanted to get off into your fall favorites, and it sounds like you've really threw them out there for us. So anybody that has heard those drink spreads, make sure that you get with Paige and see what's going on because I want to try them all. And I'm not even a ginner, but I know that there's a substitute. So as long as there's a substitute, I'm
Yeah.
good. So myself and one of my good friends, Lachey Mitchell of More Lachey's, we were set to have our network and connecting event, but the event space had a mishap with the fire.
Oh,
So now we have to reschedule it for next year, which is my cousin's business, the KC Crave. Or
oh,
Crave KC, they're gonna kill me. But yeah, it had a fire, so we couldn't do it on the 1st of September. And we
dang.
had a signature drink we came up with called um, keep it business casual. And I forget the ingredients, but one of them was a thyme
Oh
syrup.
yeah.
Have you ever had
Oh yeah.
that?
I make time simple syrups, and they're
Whew.
amazing. They're so,
We've never got a chance to have it, but I want to. I'm going to shoot you the ingredients, which is only like four. I think vodka, thyme syrup, um, peach. Oh my God, it's peach
yeah.
something.
I'll send it to me.
Oh my
We'll get.
God, if you could create it, I would slide under this table, girl. I wanted to try it so bad that day. And I was like, dang, we gotta reschedule it, but it's okay
Yeah.
because we're looking into another event like Coco Spaces, I think I want to use.
Yeah, those are,
So we're gonna do that.
yeah, and at the end of the day, you and I are both on the same page that it's God's will, and whatever you're supposed to be or whatever you're supposed to be
You
doing.
know, I love that you said that because that's so, so true. So, do you teach classes on how to properly make a cocktail? Because, us at home, us kitchen bartenders, we have the tendency to over pour because we're at home. We love it. But do you teach on how to, like, really measure what you're doing to make it taste good and that you're not overdoing it?
Yeah, we offer cocktail classes that we have. You can come to our space, or we can come to you. We do have a 10-person minimum. And we have a couple packages. The first package is, well, both packages come with like a welcome cocktail. So when you come or you come to my space, once you arrive, you have something nice to sip on. And then we have the package with one craft cocktail creation or two craft cocktail creations, your choice. And we kind of make them fun. They're not really like hard
Yeah.
by any means. I always tell people it's not rocket science. We're just trying to have fun, really a lot of team building, fun activities. We do a lot of bachelorette parties.
Ooh.
Something creative for somebody to do. Usually takes no more than an hour and a half, and that's if you do the two. But if you only do one, no more than an hour. Just kind of a fun interactive experience.
I like that because I don't know if there's a lot of bartenders that offer classes and things like that, but I love it. And, it's fun for a ladies' night or something like that just to get together and create something amazing. So I love that you do that for us girls and the guys, whoever wants
Yeah,
to take part in it.
absolutely.
Yeah. So before I forget about this, which was supposed to be my opener, congratulations on your feature spread in Wed Kansas City. Is that what that was?
Right,
I
Casey.
said, I know her. How was
Yeah,
that?
those pictures were amazing. The photographer was absolutely fantastic. We had a lot of fun with Citrus Table because they provided all the linens. So what we did, Brittany with Wed KC, she got all these linens. She matched up my drinks with the linens, and that's what helped make those photos like vibrant. And I mean, I'll tell you what, I made the drinks, and I still looked at them. I was like, dang, those look good.
Did it look good? I bet it did. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to now I gotta start trolling your pages because I usually look and see what's going on with the new news is, but I think I'm really gonna have to tap in a whole lot, especially to your other pages and just like,
You're so
share, like. Because that's usually what I do when I see something good. I'm just sharing and liking. So I hope that that's
I love.
yes.
Well, and if you do, if the Wed KC, if you go on their website, they will give you a free magazine. The
Okay.
thing about with this magazine, yes, it is geared towards weddings, right? Of course. But I mean, any event,
Yeah.
there's so many great planners, there's DJs, there's caterers. So it doesn't have to be a wedding. So if you want to go on their
Uh-huh.
website, you can put your, and they'll send you a free one.
Okay, well, yep, I love to stack my and see that's what people forget about the physical copies. Everything is went so digital. People forget. I like to hold things in my hand.
Thanks.
So, and like if your phone died, whatever, you don't have to worry about trying to catch back up to where you left off. You have it in your hand. So I'm gonna be looking for my physical copy from them.
Awesome.
So thank you.
You bet.
So what's the best part of owning a mobile cocktail bar to you?
I love serving people. I spent, like I told you, I spent 27 years I've done everything in a restaurant except own one,
Okay.
and absolutely loved it. I only got out because I had 2 knee replacement surgeries, so I physically
Um,
couldn't do it. So I got out for about 10 years, but like I said, I was drawn back in. And when I say I love serving people, I truly, it is just in my heart. I love seeing people happy. I love seeing people enjoying their experience. I never, all of our concepts, we never show up and people are like, oh, dang, they're here. No, every time we show up, we're like, yay, they're here.
Oh,
So
and you guys have such an amazing setup. Like whatever theme it is, it's like you get the balloons going and like you have this whole display happening.
yeah, we
So,
aesthetically pleasing for sure. We use fresh garnishes, and so everything on there matches. So we try to make it a lot of fun with themes. We make create really cute menus, so we do that as well.
amazing because I like personalized things. So, you know what? We might have to look you up for our event next year because I wanted to go off without a hitch. Because of where we were having it, we didn't need a bar because obviously they had one. But I think I want to incorporate you guys in our network and connecting event because it'll be a time for sure.
Yeah,
So I think I'm gonna do
and
that.
we can bartend established bars too. So we don't always have to bring our bar. Now, if they
Okay.
have tenders, we don't. But if it's just a bar where they let anybody in, we can do that as well.
Okay. Well, I will be looking into your packages, and those that are watching, if you are in Kansas City, make sure that you check out KC Cocktail Company's packages and put your stuff in and book. Okay. So your personality is so bright, so inviting, so special to me. What would a customer say makes you the most personable?
Oh man, I mean, I listen probably. Where so many businesses, and I'm not talking bartending
Yeah.
business, I'm talking
Okay.
in general. It's all about just, booking, booking the dollar, opposed to what is it? What is your vision? What do you really care about? So when we're creating an experience for you, we want to know what's important to you. So when we're there for your experience, you leave going, that's exactly what I wanted, opposed to, oh, okay, well, that was all right. And so I think
Yeah.
the listening and truly engaging with my clients is probably what somebody might say.
And that's
But
the
who knows?
biggest thing. That I'm sure they just love you. When you walk into a room, everything lights and radiates. So I'm sure it's your personality, it's your smile, because you obviously keep one on, and it's your passion for what you're doing. Like you said, I want to leave you with an experience. A lot of us, we're paying money and people just provide a service, but they don't really give you a smile. They don't really engage with you, and that's what we want.
Yep.
So you definitely bring it. I like it.
Oh, thank you so much. That is really when I first meet anybody that works for me, I always tell them the most important thing that we do is hospitality. Yes, I want you to make a great drink. Yes, I want you to have fun scooping ice cream. Yes, I want all those things. But hospitality, 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 because that is what people remember.
They sure do. And I'm one of those people. I don't critique, but I definitely love the engagement. Hey, how's everything tasting? Do you need anything else? Oh, throw in it, even you look nice type of thing, because I like that. Our Leos like compliments. So,
My mama was a Leo.
oh, well,
Yeah.
shout a couple of them out. So, let's talk about the cocktail competition. Now, I might say this wrong because sometimes I write so fast. I don't know. But what I've gathered was there was a cocktail competition with Brown's Irish and Red Breast Irish whiskey. Did I
Yep.
say that right?
Brown's Irish Marketplace. That's
Okay.
downtown Valley Community College.
Okay.
Redbreast is an Irish whiskey, and they were in Kansas City. The gentleman actually came from Ireland to do this, and they were actually launching it in Kansas City. So that was pretty.
Wow.
So one of my bartenders and friend, Lynn Klein, she works at. She not only works there, she's just part of the family. Like, she's been part of their family. She's Irish, and they do a lot of things together. But they were doing this competition, and they asked Lynn because they wanted to have a female
Uh-huh.
in the competition. Lynn's like, no, thank you, but I'm going to volunteer Paige. So she kind of volunteered me, and never done anything like that before. And so I was like, what the heck? Why
Right.
not? So showed up. I only had like 3 days to prep, and went down there, grabbed a bottle of the Irish whiskey because I had to, play around and create a cocktail. And then I was competing against three guys. Two of them happened to be Irish. So I'm like, oh my gosh.
They're
And
gonna
then,
be like either this is pump it or dump it. So I know you had to come hard.
one gentleman has just been bartending his whole life. And I don't know how old he is. He's probably like 65, so
Mhm.
he's been bartending forever. And I thought, well, I'm just going to have fun with it. So I call it a peanut butter banana bomb. And
Ooh.
so I still have to get on my page, and I still need to create the recipe and do a video. I've got to get that on there because I promised him I
Yeah.
would. But it has a red breast whiskey, and then I used a plum bitters, and I actually used real peanut butter, and a simple syrup with a banana liqueur.
Ooh,
Um,
that sounds good.
Amazing. But I know what another thing they really liked is I dehydrated a banana, and then I put this peanut butter brittle crunch on the banana with peanut butter. Oh my God, it was so good.
It sounds like it.
Yeah. Well, and then at the end of the competition, what was really funny is they had different categories that they voted on, and the guy that came from Ireland, like I told you, I did not win, but the reason he told me I didn't win was because the guy that did win, it um, featured the flavors of the whiskey more than anybody else's drink. And obviously they're promoting this new whiskey
Yeah.
they want highlighted, right? But he did come up to me and tell me that even though that drink won, my drink was his favorite.
I bet it was good. I would like to see a display of it. So whenever you record
Yeah.
it, I'm definitely going to make sure I tap in because it sounds amazing. I'm not too big on peanut butter, but I like peanut butter enough that if it's incorporated in something delicious, I will
Yeah,
try it.
it's always worth trying too, and that's what's kind of fun about. And that is what's fun about creating craft cocktails is sometimes I'll create things and I'll be like, oh no,
Like,
no,
what was I thinking? Why I do this?
that was. Or a lot of times I can create something and be like, okay, it's not perfect, so let me pull this in or pull that in, and then you start coming up with different things, and then all of a sudden you have this whole new recipe, and that's really what's fun about it.
Yeah, I bet. If I was more than just a kitchen bartender and I knew what I was doing, I would be trying all kinds of stuff down there. Especially if I knew it was gonna work out, girl, please. I
Yeah, I
definitely
feel like
would.
you don't know it's going to work out.
I know. It'll probably be a mess. There's some things, some combinations that should not be put together. Like why? And I'm a big whiskey girl. I love bourbon. I love a good Manhattan. I love a good anything with whiskey and bourbon and things like that. I don't know why I want hair to grow on my chest because it's so strong and manly, but I love
I do
it. I don't
too.
know why.
I'm a girl now. I didn't used to be, but I have. Do you like? I know you say you didn't really love peanut butter, but what about banana? Do you like
Oh,
banana?
girl,
I have
yeah.
this smoked old fashioned banana old fashioned. Every
Ooh,
with that, people are going crazy over it.
I'm gonna need to try that too. So yes, I love banana. I love peaches. I love pineapples. To die. So yeah, yeah. Whatever you create in your mind, implement it out loud, and I'll try it. I'll try anything. I'm like Mikey.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Whenever they say he
right.
loves it, or he likes it,
I love that so much. That's hilarious.
yes. And I'll just be Michelle instead of
Yeah,
Mikey, but I like it.
I like it for sure.
Yes. So, what's a good, and we've highlighted cocktails, but now that you know that I'm a bourbon and whiskey connoisseur type, what's a good cocktail recipe for me to try that I may not mess up? Something really simple.
Well, I'm just thinking when you said you love pears, I've got one. The problem is I don't have them all memorized. But I do have this one that with pear and whiskey.
Oh,
So I think you might like that, and I can send it to you later, and then you could post it on your page and just
yes.
remember, hey, this is the recipe that we talked about,
Yeah.
and I'll send it over to you, and then you can give it a whirl. It's real easy to make. So
Okay, because we have some Maker's Mark downstairs right now at the bar,
yeah,
and I have not had any since we've had it in here. Now, prior to, I think it was still preseason, we had some Jack Daniels down there, and who doesn't like a good Jack Daniel and Coke or anything with Coke Light Ice?
yeah.
That's me. So I have not gotten into the makers down there, but I think I'm gonna have a cocktail today. So I would love to see what you got.
I love it.
Yes.
I mean, it's
So
a good day. I mean, Chiefs are playing
yeah.
tomorrow. You know.
Yes, girl, for sure. So we've already talked about the fall cocktail faves. Um, let's see. Because honey, you took all the words out of my mouth. So what is your favorite cocktail?
Probably an old fashioned is it, and that only started about probably 4 years. I'd say it started during COVID. You know, you start tasting all these different and
You
trying.
stressed out and
Yeah,
you just doing stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Home doing nothing, and I drank way too much. Oh my god, I gained so much weight. Drank too much. It was not good. Um,
Good
I, I,
morning.
I was not good for the obvious reasons, but for that as well. So that's when I really came into love old fashions and kind of be creative in that. But you know what I love? I love a really good lemon drop martini, but you have to make it with limoncello. You cannot make it like without just fresh squeezed lemon juice. Some people use fake lemon juice. No, no, no. You got to use fresh squeezed lemon juice. Make a lemon simple syrup with limoncello and vodka. You can't go wrong with
Oh
that.
my
Little
God.
sugar rim.
Yes. So I have to try yours because when you said that it was the highlight of my life, I've only had two because I always do like a dark drink.
Mm-hmm.
But this restaurant nearby, they make them. I think it's Red Door here in
Oh,
Lee Summit, and they make them. I was like, "What is this? Why have I never had one?" But I don't think that they do it quite like you. It might be some stuff missing, but it was really good. And I was like, "Oh my God, this will be my go-to drink when I don't want to drink anything dark or anything hard." So, but I'm down with Paige's team, so I'd like to try yours.
I think
It just sounds so
I will
good.
tell you, I'm really shooting for October. But what I think I'm going to start doing, I've had it on the books in my head. Well, not on the books. I've had it in my head
Mm-hmm.
since I moved into my space. Once a month, I want to do cocktail
Okay.
tastings. And so open to whoever. A lot of it, but you have to be on my newsletter to find out about it.
Okay.
I'm not going to post it on social. I'm just going to put it in my newsletter. But it's for all my brides and grooms mainly that
Uh-huh.
want to try some things. So I think what I'm going to do is each month I'm probably going to have like 6 different drinks, 4 to 6, and then anybody can come in and try them. So for my current clients, they'll be able to say, I want these. So, and I'll list what I'm going to have. So they
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, this month I'm not interested. Those don't sound good to me. And then each month I'll do something different. So you got to get on my newsletter, and then you'll know about those dates.
Amazing. So you guys, as Paige said, make sure that you are on the newsletter so that you can get all the details about the upcoming drinks to try and things like that. You just got to make sure you're following her, period. Just anyway. And we do have someone on here that is in Kansas City. So make sure you book Paige's services because she's amazing. And like and share this video too. That would help the both of us. So, what are some fun facts about Paige?
Oh man, I don't know. I always say I'm a pretty boring person.
Okay.
I I stay in my lane most of the time, but I will tell you, I have a mouth on me.
Okay. I didn't get that at all, but
I speak my opinion, and I don't encroach necessarily. But if I believe in something, I am very, very strong and opinionated about it. That's not necessarily a fun fact. That's just who I
yeah,
am. And I will say whatever you see on Monday is the same as you'll see Tuesday, and all through the week. I don't ever change who I am. I'm very authentic in my person, if you will.
that's a fun fact. I
Yeah,
love it.
got 2 kids, grown adults, married. I'm celebrating 30 years in November of marriage, so I'm excited about
Congratulations.
that.
Oh,
Again, I don't
well,
know if it's fun, but those are reality.
right. Well, I love it, honey. I love the what you see is what you get kind of factor. So, and I've gotten that just from our first actual encounter. And every time I see what you're doing, and it's this vibrance about you that never changes, and I love it. I have no problem supporting you and make sure that others do. I will share, like, share, probably stalk a little bit, but whatever whatever it takes. But I'm so proud of you and excited for what the future holds for you because your mobile cocktail in it, like, please, that's amazing in itself. So,
We're having fun along the way too.
yes. So, before we head out, because I know we got a late start because Instagram hates to let me be great for whatever reason. It's not just with you, I don't know. But I definitely want you to recite your pages again and how people can book with you and things like that. That way they'll be
Yeah,
aware.
yeah, absolutely. And I appreciate that, the platform and the opportunity to do that. It really means a lot to me. And you're such a great interviewer as well. You really make the interview flow. And so I appreciate that too, for sure.
Thank you, Paige.
So, as far as Casey Cocktail Company, under social media, it is Casey Cocktail Company, but under my website, it's caseycocktailco.com.
Okay.
But lots of pricing and information on there about all of our rentals, all of our bars, some of our packages. There's variables, so we always have to have a conversation with packages. Then Casey Scoop Coop on social, it's underscore KC Scoop and Coop and COPE. And then on my website is same thing, caseyscoopcoop.com. And then the Snickety Snack Bar is Snickety, Snickety, the Snickety Snack Bar, same on social and website. And then lastly is my newest concept is Coffee I'm in Love, and it's the same on social as the website www.coffeeiminlove.com.
Sounds
And then
amazing.
yeah, and then of course my phone number is 816-456-4388. Anybody can call me anytime and ask questions or follow me for recipes. I have kind of laxed over the last few weeks, but I'll get back on it.
Yes. Well, I'm glad you guys have all that information. So all you have to do now is book. All you have to do now is follow. All you have to do now is check her out because She's like not just a one trick pony, but she has it all on lock. Ice cream, snacks because we love
Oh,
snacks,
we love it.
um, cocktails, whatever you need, she has it. If she doesn't have it, she can find out a way to get it for you. So make sure that you tap in. And so I do want to say thank you so much for taking the time. Thank you for being patient with Instagram because it wasn't
No,
me. But just thank you for wanting to be a
part.
part.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you invited me. It truly means a lot to me that you wanted me to be a part of your platform.
Of course. And like I said, we'll definitely loop you in once Lachey is finished with her fashion shows because she's currently at not
Oh,
KC.
great.
She'll be here for KC Fashion Week, but she was in New York for New York Fashion Week and
Good
they did
for
their
her.
thing yesterday.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, so
So,
much.
so once she slows down, I have some stuff going on. I was how can I say it without stuttering? Because I talk so fast. I have been asked or selected to be a part of Kansas City Fashion Week media. So I'll be backstage interviewing and doing some things there on the 22nd and 28th. And then I have a fashion show that I'll be the female host of November 3rd, which is the Curves and Confidence fashion show. And then after that, I'm going to Atlanta to this big convention and I'll be doing live interviews there. So once we both slow down, in November, we'll be able to sit down and talk about it. And then we'll loop you in and tell you the date once we book the venue and all that jazz. But I'm
Awesome.
excited.
Yeah, well, I'm
So excited.
excited to doing all these things coming up. That is fun. Good for
Yeah.
you.
It's so crazy, Paige, because November will be my full year of doing podcasting. And when I say 4 magazine features, hosting, and all this stuff, you would have thought I've been doing this for a long time, but I haven't. I'm just
Yes,
blessed.
that's amazing. Well, yeah, but when you lead with a good heart, things will come to you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, my dear, thank you again
Thank
for your time and your light and sharing. And before we go, at the end of every show, even on my audio, I always tell my teacups, which you are now officially teacupped in. I always make sure you keep enough room in your teacups for new tea. And we'll be back another time. Bye. Have a good
Bye.
Saturday.
You too. Thank you. Take care.
You too.